Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to share with you some amazing news, and it's that after a lot of waiting and planning we finally decided on a date for our wedding. Yay! So it's finally happening. I'm so thrilled to start planning my Indian wedding, and I can't wait to take you along on this journey. For those who don't know, I'm Ara. I'm from Paraguay. Paraguay is a small country in the center of South America, and my fiancé Rishi is from India. We are planning to have two weddings to celebrate both our cultures. So the first one is the Indian wedding, and the second one is like the Christian style, where you wear the white dress and all. So that would be from my side. But today we are focusing on the Indian wedding, so let's dive in. So first we decided on the date, and I was thinking maybe it could be somewhere between July and November, because I wanted to get a bit more time to prepare ourselves. Also, I wanted to save a little bit more of money. But after a lot of thinking and discussion with Rishi, with his family, and also with my family, we decided to do it on January 2025. Yay! So since we are in August right now, that means that I have a little bit less than 6 months to plan our wedding and to prepare for it. Okay, so why we didn't do it between July and November as I was planning before? I think July, August, September in India is like monsoon season, so it's not really a good season to get married according to what Rishi said. Everything is according to Rishi, what Rishi tells me. So it's not a good idea to do it in October or November because people celebrate Diwali, and usually the wedding season comes after Diwali. So most probably we would have needed to wait until November or December. So that is waiting like almost 2 years for us, and we didn't want to wait that long as well. So I think the best option was to take the wedding season that happens in December, January, February, and we decided to do it in January. Oh, also one more thing that played a major role on deciding on January 2025 is that my parents, they have to come to the wedding as well. I would love them to be on the wedding, of course, and they can come either in December or January only, because these are the months when they are free, because our school holidays and stuff like that for us in South America is in December, January. So that means that my parents and brother and sister are all free during this time, and that will be very comfortable for all of them to fly all the way from Paraguay to India, which by the way takes around 40 hours. I think if you choose a nice connection like with direct, mostly direct flights here and there, then it can take like 30 hours, but 30 hours is still a lot. So I don't know how we are going to do this yet. Most probably they will come to Germany because we live in Germany, and they are going to stay here for 2 weeks or something like that with me. So basically Germany is like halfway from Paraguay to India, and then we are going to go all together directly for the wedding ceremonies and all. So I'm so excited that my parents are coming from Paraguay to India. They have never left the country. Actually, we did the first vacations abroad this May 2024, and they visited Brazil, and that is like the most far that they have gone from our country, and Brazil is just next to Paraguay. So I'm so excited now because they are going to come all the way from Paraguay to Germany, and then from Germany to India. So for them, that is already something like a world tour. Okay, but now let's go back to the important thing, and it's about the dates of the wedding. So basically we decided already to do it in January, but as you might know already, in India they select which dates are very good for the couple. And I think they have a look on astrology, your birth date, your zodiac sign, and stuff like that. And then they decide, okay, from January you have these dates that you can choose for your wedding. And for that, we already contacted Pandit or Pandit, I don't know the name, but basically is the person who analyzes all this data, and then he tells you like, okay, these are the dates that are good for you as a couple to get married, and now you can decide on which day you want to get married. Okay, but now nothing is defined yet because we need to look on the venue as well, and of course we can decide on a date already, but if the venue is not available, then we will need to change our plans again. So that's why we are going to first check on the venues and check on availabilities, and then we are going to actually fix our date. So now we have a lot of stuff that we need to start planning, and the first important thing, as I already mentioned, is the venue. The venue plays a crucial role because it's going to set the stage where all the celebrations are going to happen. We are looking at a few options right now, but of course we also need to decide if we want to do the wedding on a wedding hall, if we want to do it on a resort, which is very common in India, or if we want to do it on a, like if we want to make the wedding outdoors without a resort but still like outside. I would love to do our wedding outdoors, but I'm a little bit skeptical about the weather. I don't know how special the weather is in India and if you can rely on the forecast and stuff like that. So I might not go for it because I just want everything to be perfect on that day, and I don't want to worry about like what happens if it is going to rain tomorrow and our wedding is going to happen tomorrow. So most probably I would go for something that is not outdoors, although that looks so beautiful. I like the resort idea a lot because it's like you and your guests can enjoy the time during the wedding. You can have like a mini vacation during that time, and it can be 2 or 3 days. But of course, this costs a lot as well. And also, we started contacting some resorts options already, and the quantity of the guests plays an important role here. So basically, you have to have a lot of guests, and then only they can book the resort for you and for your wedding. And I don't know if we already mentioned this in other videos, but we are planning to have like a small wedding, not with too many people, not the typical big Indian wedding where you invite 800 people or something like that. So ours is going to be something way smaller with around 200 guests max. Of course, each option has its own charm, and we are so excited to discover what will be the perfect option for us. Oh, important detail, we are getting married in Pune. So if you guys have some options or some tips, if you know about some venues or halls that are really nice for Indian weddings, then you can write it on the comments, and I would really appreciate that. Another thing we have to take care of is the food. And since my parents are coming to the wedding, I would like them to have something that they can eat as well. My parents, they eat very plain food. They basically have no idea about masalas or Indian spices, so I don't know how to go here. Most probably we will order like 90% of food, like traditional or typical Indian food, and then we will keep a 5 or 10% of international options so that my parents can have some options available for them as well. I don't know how it works in Indian weddings, like how many options you can have, but one thing I know for sure is I love paneer, and I would love to have a lot of options of paneer in my wedding. And also I like sweet things a lot, so I can already name a couple of stuff like jalebis or gulab jam. I think this is like a must for each wedding. And let's see if we can add some kind of international options as well, like I don't know, tiramisu or something like that, something that my parents know in case they don't like the other options, but of course they will be happy to try it as well. Let's talk about my favorite part now, and of course is clothes. Indian weddings require different outfits, and in our case we need 4 specific outfits. One for engagement, then we have the haldi in the morning of the next day, then comes the vidi, and finally we have the reception. So for the engagement ceremony, I would love to wear a lehenga. I want to wear as many lehengas as I can, So I'm going to look for a nice lehenga for my engagement ceremony. And then for haldi, I'm not sure yet about lehenga or sari, but let's see, maybe I will find a lehenga as well if possible, and I love how it looks in yellow. Most probably I would just go for a yellow outfit. I was already doing some research on internet and I saw that nowadays girls also decide to go for dark pink color or something like that, and then the rest of the guests they were all yellow. But I don't know, for some reason I find that the brides wearing yellow on the haldi looks so beautiful, so I think I'm going to go for a yellow outfit as well. Then we have the bindi, and here I don't have many options because I have to wear the Indian traditional, no, wait, I have to wear the Maharashtra traditional attire, and this is called, oh, I forgot the name. Let me do a quick research and I will come back to the video. Okay, so for the bidi, I have to wear the Nauvari Paitani sari, and I found that there are so many options for colors, so I still have to decide what kind of color I want to wear for the bidi ceremony. And depending on that, we have to decide on Rishi's outfit as well, because we want to match a little bit for all the ceremonies, kind of. Finally, the moment that I have waited the most, and is the reception wedding, where you can wear the famous bridal lehenga. I think it's the same for every girl that they like this outfit the most because it looks so beautiful. You look like a princess, you look like a doll on that day. So I am so excited to buy my bridal lehenga. Most probably I have to plan a visit to India before our wedding, so I can buy, like I can do the whole shopping. And also about the bridal lehenga, I have no idea what color to choose because I like a lot pastel colors, but people tell me that pastel is like trending right now. A lot of celebrities are using pastel colors on their reception, but the red also looks very good. So I don't know what to choose. I might go for something darker or something pastel. I have no idea about it, so I have to do a little bit more research about it and then decide. So regarding my budget for the 4 outfits, I was thinking that I don't want to spend more than 1,000 US dollars for the 4 attires. So basically this is like 250 US dollars for each outfit. And according to what I was researching, it's like kind of average to spend 200 or 300 dollars on each outfit. So let's see, hopefully I can find really good options already on this budget, but I don't know, you can tell me if this is too low or too high. And 1,000 US dollar is like 80,000 Indian rupees. So basically like 20,000 Indian rupees for each outfit. Let's see after the shopping and all if I stick to my budget and if I actually spend less or more than that. Then comes something that I am very worried about because I find it very difficult to decide how to choose a hairstyler and also how to choose a makeup artist. I am constantly checking on Instagram for some makeup artists, especially. There is a website called Wet Me Good where you can even see the prices of these makeup artists and also hairstylers. I didn't do that much research on hairstylers yet, but I kind of started checking on some makeup artists already, and I'm a bit worried because all the people that I like, they are very far away from Pune and also they charge a lot. So I don't know what is the average price that usually girls pay for makeup artists, especially on the wedding time. The prices that I found, I think they are a bit costly. They are like 30,000 Indian rupees per function. So basically that is more than the amount that I want to spend on each outfit. Like I have to spend more on makeup than outfit, and that doesn't make sense for me. So please let me know how much should cost a makeup artist already good enough so that I don't end up paying like a lot of money for that just because I don't know. Another thing that we need to plan is the decoration. Then we have the invitation cards and also the logo for our wedding. And for this, we also have to check on some options and hire someone who can do something special for us. Indian wedding invitations are usually very detailed and beautifully designed. And Rishi is very picky in this part because he wants a logo for our wedding that reflects on our personalities. He was already thinking something about maps of Paraguay and Germany and India and stuff like that. So let's see how our logo and our designs turns out. Something that should be easy but that we also need to start planning are the gifts for our guests. It's very typical on Indian weddings to give the guests a small token of appreciation. These gifts are basically a way to say thank you to our guests for being part of our special day. This is something that I already found very surprising because in our weddings, I mean from my side, we don't really give anything to the guests, and it's really nice about the Indian culture that they think about these kind of things and thank the guests for being there for us on that very special day. Something I don't mind going cheap on is photography and videography. Capturing the precious moments of our wedding is very important to me. I don't mind at all spending a little bit extra to get really nice photos and videos from that special day. Each photographer, they have like their own style, and I would like something like Rishi knows a lot about photography already, and I like his style a lot. So I would like to keep that for our wedding as well. So we need to choose someone who has kind of the same style as Rishi does, and hopefully we can have really beautiful pictures from that day. Okay, so I think that's enough for now. At least I'm pretty much packed already with all these points, so I have a lot to do, I have a lot to plan and do research on. So again, if you want to help me with some tips or something like that, you can leave everything on the comments. And thank you very much in advance for this. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and that's all for today. See you soon. Bye!